Thank you so much for joining us. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Mindy Diebel, and I'm a Blue Diamond here at Trinant. And you guys are going to hear from the very best today. I am so excited for you. Make sure you have a pen and paper to take some notes. Tag your teams. We're going to get started in about 1 minute. I'm going to take us into Power Players. But if you would like, drop it in the chat. Let us know where you are calling in from, and we're going to get started in about 1 minute. Welcome, everybody.
Hey friends, so excited to be here. I know Mindy is setting up the live in her Facebook group. Just want to say good morning. So excited to be here with all of you. If you have any team members that are not on here with us, get them on here with you. We are going to be spitting some fire and sharing with you some secrets to success. So if you want to know some of those secrets on what we're doing, what we did, what we're still doing, to create results in our business and walk you through some of the specific hacks and some of the specific strategies that we've used to create success with Trinant, then be sure to get your team on here with you. Of course, we will have a replay. The replay will be available in the Facebook group, and we'll have a replay for everyone who missed it. But being on live is more fun.
All right, we are live in Power Players. I'm just going to make sure. Yep. Okay, awesome. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome Power Players. We are so excited that you are here. You guys, I am so excited because today we have a special treat. You are going to hear from the very best in this industry, a gentleman who has broken records in Trinant. How many of you would love to be a top producer, take your business to another level? If you would, please drop it in the chat. Let us know that you are excited. You're ready to make 2024 your very best year ever. Here's what I can tell you. You're just one decision away from a massive explosion. It's not about your ability. This is about your commitment to making 2024 your very best year ever. And I don't want to take any more time because we have a gentleman on the line who truly, he has broken records in Trinant. How many of you would love to know how top producing diamond, Aaron Parker, went from just getting started in Trinant to hitting diamond in just under 60 days? If you would like to know, drop in the chat, your excitement about this and that you're ready to go diamond. Let us know. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people. Yes, 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 of course, right? Well, you guys, he has the secret sauce. He is going to tell us exactly what he does every single day to get the results. And, I can't say enough about this gentleman. Like, I love his passion, his heart, and what he is creating. He truly is a leader that cares about his team, that cares about, his team more than he cares about his paycheck. And that is why he is exploding right now. So please help me welcome top producing diamond, Aaron Parker. We are so excited you are here, and thank you so much for doing this last minute. By the way, I texted him late last night and I said, I know this is so last minute, but everybody would love to hear from you and love to know what your secret sauce is, what you're doing every single day. So I can't thank you enough for doing this. Please help me welcome top producing diamond, Aaron Parker.
Mindy Diebel, it is an honor. I'm so grateful and excited to be here. Yeah, late last night, it's the end of the month, so you guys know what that means. We're working late, we're getting up early, helping the team, and I get this text from Mindy, and I'm like, honey, I'm going to be doing a training with Mindy. All right, let's do it. So absolutely, anytime, super grateful to be here, to be able to share some exciting tips with everyone today. So we're just going to kind of rapid fire, and I want to give everyone a couple disclaimers before we get into the details. There is, by the way, another training that I did with Mindy recently. And by the way, some of the scripts that I'm going to talk about during this training, maybe, some of like that training I did with Mindy where I break down very specific things on how we enrolled 55 people our first month in the business. I don't want to like repeat a lot of that. So I'll post that replay in the comments when we're done with the live. So look for that.
In our featured section too.
Oh, perfect.
In our featured section.
So
Yes.
in the featured section in the Facebook group, absolutely. So that's going to be a training you definitely want to watch if you missed it. What I'm going to do today is I want to give you a couple little disclaimers on this training, because I know that what really holds people back in this business and what we really are looking for to get results is it's ourselves. Like, we are literally the only thing stopping us from getting the results that we are looking for. And so I'm going to today give you some of the things that we've done to get to where we are and what we're continuing to do on a daily basis to continue to help our team to get results. So be sure to take some notes, pay close attention to this info, because I know that it can definitely help you get the results that you're looking for. Another little disclaimer is that do I have your permission? I need everyone to drop a comment real quick. Do I have your permission to get a little aggressive and kind of what I call locker room, meaning that some of this might ruffle feathers. You may not like what I have to say, but I know that sometimes we have to get that information from someone to tell us the things that maybe we don't want to hear that can help us to create a breakthrough. For me, that person is Tina, my sponsor. You know, she's paved the way for us. And I also want to say that our success in Tranat wouldn't be possible without my wife, Kathy. She's been in the trenches with us every single day, and definitely would not be where we are without everything she's done and continues to do to help build our business. But Tina is that person that when I need a smack upside the head, when I need what do I need to do? What is the things that I'm not doing that I should be doing? She's there to be that person for me. So I want to challenge all of you today to find that person. And it may not be your sponsor. Okay. I know that there's people on here, your sponsor's gone, right? Your sponsor's MIA, your sponsor is on vacation, your sponsor's quit the business, whatever it may be, doesn't matter. This is your business. So write that down right now. This is my business. You've got to take full ownership of your business. It's not your spouse's business. It's not your sponsor's business. It's your business. You know, one of the things that held me back for years in previous businesses a little bit was I would always like rely on someone else to like do something for me, to help me, well, what about this? What are you going to give me? Can you support me in this way? Well, you know, talk like for those of you that are married, like, you know, well, honey, you aren't doing XYZ, so therefore I'm not going to do XYZ. And it's like, what? No, you've got to take full ownership of your business. So make sure that you declare that this is my business, and find that person, as I was just mentioning, that's going to be there to shake you up a little bit, that on a daily basis. And again, if it's not your sponsor, that's okay. Find someone. Ideally, it would be someone in your upline, but it doesn't have to be, right? If it's not your sponsor, who's their sponsor? Who's their sponsor? And I want to challenge all of you to find this person. This is a call to action I'm giving all of you today. You need to find that person who can be that, that wake-up call for you when you need it. They can tell you like it is. And you've got to be willing to receive that. This is someone you respect. It's someone who has results that you want. So maybe you're upline Ruby, maybe whatever rank you are, it should be someone who's at least one rank above you, ideally. Okay. And this is different from like a battle buddy, right? A battle buddy is like someone every day you're working with. Okay. That's someone who could be someone in your team. It could be someone in your upline. It could be someone sideline, but ideally it would be someone either in your team or someone in your upline that you are in the trenches with on a daily basis. So if you have a battle buddy, I want you to drop a comment, tag them if you're in the Facebook group, give them a shout out. If you don't, then another call to action, find your battle buddy. Who is it? This is someone who you're working with, you're doing calls with, you're accountable to each other every single day. But you also need that person, like for me is Tina, who is there when you need a wake-up call, when you need some advice, when you need someone to just like give it to you, right? And you're willing to listen and be open-minded and do what they're going to tell you to do. That needs to be someone who's at least one rank above you, Okay, it could be 5 ranks above you, but at least one, because they're in a position and they've achieved something you haven't achieved yet. So they may be able to give you some insight and some things that can help you. Okay, so with that being said, I have your permission to get like serious, to get a little locker room style. So let's dive in. I'm going to give you guys, I'll give you some scripts and I'll give you some things, like some practical things, but I want to first start with what I believe to be is the most important part of our success. And I also just want to quickly address for some of you that might be asking, how is it even possible that you hit diamond in under 60 days, right? Some of you are like, what? Like broke the company 10-year record. How is it even possible? And so I just want to address that super quick. Number one, we're not new to the industry, right? Obviously. So there's relationships that we've built over years. And there are people that we've worked with in the past. And many people, by the way, that are having the most success on our team in Tranat were not in my team in our previous company. Just so you know, okay? The most successful ranked people in our Tranat business were not in our team in our previous company. So that squashes the, well, you just brought your team over. No, we didn't, okay? So how did it happen? It happened because we had relationships. We knew a lot of people from previous companies. And when we launched with Tranat, we did it with a bang. We did it with urgency. We did it with excitement. And that attracted people to want to find out, to want to work with us. As of today, we're 4 months into the business and we're about to hit 100. We sponsored 90 people in 90 days. 90 people in our first 90 days. So that's pretty cool. But that comes from having some previous experience. So I don't want anyone to have this expectation like, this is crazy, this is not possible. Like, I get it, right? But there are things we've done that you can do. There are things that we've done that you can model. And there's things that you can do to help you get results in your business as well, which we're going to share with you right now. So now that we kind of got that out of the way, number one, I want you to get mad. And one more quick disclaimer. Some of the things I'm going to share with you, you may not agree with, other people may not agree with. That's okay. Okay. I'm just going to give it to you real. So just throwing that out there. Number one, get mad. Get mad at where you are right now. Because for me personally, when I am in a place of contentment or complacency, there's no growth. There's no success. There's no results. There's no enrollments. And so you've got to get mad at where you are. And for some of you, it may be tough because maybe you've got this cushy job. You're making a lot of money, right? Finances are great. You're living a great life. You're like, what am I going to get mad about? Find something, okay? If you want to get to the next level in your business, you've got to get mad. Get mad about something, about your current situation. Now, why would you want to get mad, right? Some of you might be, well, that's not a good emotion. I don't want to get mad. Well, guess what? And again, I'm just sharing what worked for me. When you get mad, it's going to create change. When you get frustrated, when you get mad, when you are not satisfied, however you want to word it, with where you are today, it's going to create change in your what? In your habits, in your actions. And you are going to make a shift from doing what you were doing, which is keeping you where you are, and you're going to make a shift to where you want to be. And you're not going to focus on where you are. That's the worst thing you can do. You've got to focus on where you are going. You guys realize that when we joined Tranat and we started enrolling people, guess how much we had made? Zero. We started a business and the company had paid us nothing. So if you're here today and you're brand new and you haven't gotten paid anything yet, maybe even haven't got your products yet, that's okay. My wife and I hit Ruby before we even got our products. We hit the ground running before the company even paid a dime. Because why? Because we were mad. Because we were mad at where we were, and that created a shift inside of us. So what do you need to do? Every morning, you got to get energized. You've got to find a way. It could be music. It could be doing push-ups. It could be just visualizing, okay, your vision board. We've got our vision board right up here that we did at base camp. Okay, it's super messy, but it's amazing. And that vision of where you're going is what will move you to take the actions today to get you there. So what are those actions going to be? We'll talk about that. But I also want to expand your mind for a moment, and I want to suggest that all of the, well, how do I do it? Well, what do I say? All of those how-tos are the least important. Because if your life depended on it, you'd figure out how to do it, period, right? You would figure out what to say. You'd figure out who to talk to. You'd figure out where to go find more prospects if you had to. So we'll give you some how-tos, but I want you to first understand that's the least important. The most important is, why are you here? It's, are you mad enough to create the change, to create the shift in your life to get to where you want to go? And you've got to make a decision. And one of the mistakes that I've made in my career is that we would make a decision once, and then you think that it's good enough. You're like, I decided, I joined the business, and I did some things, and I signed up some people, and I made a decision. Well, I got a little news flash for you. If you don't make that decision again the next day, you're going to start to slip. You have to recommit and decide, literally make a conscious verbal decision every morning. And if you don't, you're starting to slowly slip into complacency and comfort. And it's aggressive, but write this one down. Comfort kills, period. People who just sit all day, who don't exercise, right? Just from a physical standpoint, it kills you. Same thing happens in your business. If you find yourself in a state of comfort that, oh, I hit this rank, whatever rank it is, doesn't matter. Could be the first rank, could be the top rank. I hit this rank. The moment you allow comfort to set in, you're already slipping. So you have to recommit, redecide on your goals, on your vision, literally every single morning to get re-energized, to get mad again, mad about where you are. You know, it's incredible to see Tina, because Tina is making now $1 million a year in this business. Anyone mind blown? Okay. Well, when we joined Trinot, she was making way less than that. And that was only 4 months ago. So it's like, imagine what can happen in 4 months. But even with that level of income, she wakes up every day mad, re-energized, refocused, deciding again, what's her goals? What is she doing? You've got to find that within you as well. Okay, let's continue. You can't just hang around and expect to succeed. I know this might sound a little tough. Again, locker room, okay? You've got to get better every day, every single day, right? Just showing up to the trainings, I commend all of you. The fact that you're here on in the morning, those of you on live, or even any of you watching the replay, you're here, you're showing up. That's the first step, but it can't stop there, right? Just showing up to the trainings is the first step. You are expanding your mind. You are learning new things from this training, from a training that Mindy does. If you just get one thing, and I'm going to ask all of you at the end, what is that one thing for this training? But if every training you attend, you just get one thing that can create a shift in your habits, in the actions, in your mindset, that one shift can change everything, can change the trajectory of your entire business. So just showing up to a training is step one, but it's not going to get you to the next level in your business. You've got to be willing to take the next step. And that is putting in the work and making sure you're showing up, working on yourself, increasing your skills, getting better, and being willing to fail forward. Okay. All right. This is another one that's interesting. The time freedom that you're looking for, right? We're all in this business for time freedom. In the beginning, your freedom is going to shrink, and we've got to be willing to accept that. It's something that people don't want to talk about. But are you willing to pay the price to sacrifice some of your freedoms, some of your time for doing fun things for your goals, your vision, for that dream income, that Tina Joy income, that Mindy Diebel income, okay? If you want to get to that level, you've got to be willing to pay the price now and sacrifice some of your time freedom today. And it's like, we have to be willing to recognize that just because we put in the work for a month or for 2 months, it's like, I've been here for 3 months and I've been putting in the work and I've been making the sacrifices, but I didn't hit the rank yet, right? Welcome to entrepreneurship. It's part of the game. But along the way, you are going to make shifts. You're going to make changes. You're going to increase your skills. You're going to increase your habits. Okay. There are people in Tranat, and Tina's got a bunch of examples of people on her team who were stuck at a rank at Jade, at Ruby for months, 6 months, a year, just stuck. And then all of a sudden, Emerald, Diamond, because they continued to stay focused, to put in the work, and to build up their skills and their teams, and they didn't quit, okay? So this is another one, and it goes back to deciding. You've got to decide that you're going to do this no matter what. Decide there is nobody who's going to get in your way, and that you are not going to allow yourself to get discouraged. Now, is getting discouraged normal? Of course, it's called human nature. We are all going to get discouraged, just letting you know. It's part of the business. Oh, I had this prospect and they were going to join and they didn't join. Oh, now I'm discouraged, right? I had this person on my team and they were going to be the top person. I had this person, by the way. The top person was going to go to the top. I got the whale. And they did nothing. Okay. Can anyone relate? What do you do? Mindy is raising her hand. What do you do in that moment when you literally are like, yeah, I got the one. I got the top person. And they do nothing. Okay. In that moment, you're frustrated, right? You're like, what? Right? Somebody says yes so many times. And it's in that moment that you've got to shift that from frustration and discouragement, which is normal, to what? Go back to step one, get mad. Okay. You have to let that motivate you to the point that you are saying, I'm going to show that person that they made a mistake. And guess what happens? That person in many cases will come around. And there's many examples of that in Tranat. I mean, even Tina with us, right? She messaged me for a year before we got started. And I wasn't interested. I wasn't open. The timing wasn't right. But a year later, we got started. And so how many people, future diamonds, do you have on your list that you are not following up with? And just because, I'm just speaking from personal experience here, just because their Facebook appears that everything is amazing, okay? And this person is making big money in their company and they're killing it and they're the top earner, you're like, they would never join. I'm here to tell you, it's not always as things appear. And I'm proof of that. And I know many other people that are struggling big time in their opportunities, not where you think they are. And they may be holding on to where they are, but at some point they may need to make a change. And if you're the one that is consistent, that is showing up, that is following up, and you're still out there building your business. Tina, she didn't wait for Aaron and Kathy Parker. She was crushing it without us. She was showing us what she could do. And when we continued to see her showing up and crushing it, guess what happened? It got our attention. And so that leads me to the next point is stop prejudging people. Okay. How many of you, now we're getting into some specifics, some actions here. How many people are you prejudging? How many people do you think would never do it? You think are already successful. You think they don't have the time. They're too busy. You know that the most successful people on our team are the busiest. Okay. Emily, she's got 6 kids at home, stay-at-home mom with 6 kids. She's crazy busy and she's crushing it. Okay. Top ranked on our team. You got Marla, top ranked. She's got 2 jobs. Like, the busiest people are the most successful. So don't prejudge anyone. Tina could have prejudged us because on the surface, everything looked amazing. Top earner, making big money. Everything's great. We're not open, but she stayed following up. So my question for all of you is, who are you prejudging? We call it the chicken list, but this is something you can't just do now. This is a daily thing of revisiting this question of, who am I prejudging? And those people you need to reach out to. Stop making the decision for them. You're making the decision for them. And that's not cool. That's selfish. That's not fair to them. So if you're ready to stop prejudging people, make sure that you decide right now and reach out to those people. Okay. This is one of the biggest shifts for me in our business. This right here. It's what took us from 13 years ago, working 2 jobs, struggling to make any money in our network marketing business, to becoming a 6-figure earner. It was this right here. I stopped letting the opinions of others determine my actions. And so this gets deep, but I want all of you to self-reflect right now and ask yourself, am I allowing the opinion of my boss, of my neighbor, of my friend, of my spouse, of my sister, of my mom, of my whoever it is? We have these thoughts in our head and we think that these people are going to judge us or they're going to say things about us. And it's like, when you allow those opinions to bring your energy down and bring your excitement down and bring your level of commitment down, you're sabotaging your business. And it was in that moment where I said, no more. Enough's enough. Because I got mad. I cannot continue to live like this, paycheck to paycheck, working 2 jobs, not spending time with my 2 baby girls. And once you stop letting the opinions of others hold you back, what does that mean? It's holding me back. It means you're not posting on Facebook. It means you're not going live. It means you're not messaging all of your Facebook friends. It means you're not doing the sometimes obnoxious things that we have to do in this business to get loud, to get more exposure, to have people possibly ridicule you. Do you think any of the most successful people in the world in any business, do you think that they have people that are ridiculing them and talking down to them and saying you're crazy? Yes, they all do, but they do it anyway. So stop letting the opinions of others hold you back. Does that help anyone? If it does, drop a like, drop a comment, let me know. Okay. So I told you that, guys, that I was going to give you guys some scripts. We'll post these in the Facebook group as well. I'm just going to post them up. That's too long. So I can't post it in Zoom. So I'll post it in the Facebook group, and wherever you're finding the replay of this, just look for it in the description or in the comments. But when Mindy asked me, what are the things that we did to get the results that we got? Okay. Here's some of the things we did and we're continuing to do on a daily basis. Number 1, posting in my stories every day. Okay. You're posting in your stories on Facebook, on Instagram every day, at least 3 to 5 times per day. The story is what you are posting in your story to share a testimony. You're getting screenshots of someone's Facebook post about how this product helped them. Boom, screenshot, put it in your story. You see someone having success. They post a testimony about their Jeep or about how they just got paid or whatever it is. You copy that, boom, put it in your story. Make sure you post your own stories, meaning your own results. You should be sharing in your stories daily, you taking the products. Talk about you taking the collagen, taking the CBD, taking the products that you love, the Morning Mojo, consistently. Make sure you share a story every day talking about the business, why you're so excited about the business. So your stories is kind of like raw. It's like just keeping it real and just sharing behind the scenes of your life and things that are happening. At least 3 to 5 stories a day. You guys got that? Okay. Also, posting on Facebook. Ideally, it's every day. Now, you don't want to post too much. I say once a day is the magic number. Because if you start posting 2, 3, 4 times a day, you're competing with yourself, and Facebook isn't going to show that to everyone. Okay, the only time I post more than once a day is if I'm celebrating someone hitting a new rank. Then it's like, hey, I'll post 5 times, 10 times a day. If everyone's ranking up, I'm going to keep doing that. But as far as like providing value and putting content out there on Facebook, it's once a day. Be consistent, provide something of value. Selfies are the best because you're in the Facebook feed. What's going to get people to stop is usually a picture of you. It's not going to be a, like a graphic that you copy from a website. Okay. If you go to the website and you just copy a screenshot or copy a picture and you post that, people just scroll through that. It doesn't create an emotional response, and it just looks like an advertisement. So make sure you're posting things that are showing you doing things, talking about products. Go live on Facebook. I know that's uncomfortable, but going live is going to generate much more exposure for you than just uploading a video. In case you guys didn't know that, if you record a video, right? You're on your phone, you record a video and you upload that video to Facebook versus going live on Facebook with that same information, your live is going to get way more exposure, way more engagement, and way more visibility than you uploading a video. So that's definitely go live. So daily content, because people are watching. We've had people become customers and join the business who I never even talked to, but because they see the daily consistent exposures and information that we're putting out in our stories, celebrating other people's success, talking about the products, people are watching. And they may not be ready today, but when they see that you are consistent and they see that you've made a decision and they see that you continue to show up, people will reach out eventually. Hey, what is this? Hey, tell me more. Hey, what is that product? Hey, I see you're still making money in that business. Can you tell me more about that? So keep showing up daily. Also, this is the big one. People hate this one. Don't just post on Facebook. So many people, and again, should you be posting on Facebook? Yes. I just told you, stories, post, lives, do the posts. But if you're here and you want to get to the next level in your business, just posting is not enough. It's kind of like what I said earlier. Just showing up to the training is not enough. Okay. You're here. Awesome. Congratulations. You posted on Facebook every day for a year. Great. Congratulations. It's not enough. So what else do you have to do? Well, the second step to that is you need to be going to other people's pages and engaging on other people's posts. Take 10 minutes a day, even if it's 5 minutes a day, but every day, part of your DMO. It's not scrolling through the feed just to randomly scroll. You are scrolling through the feed to engage. You're liking, you're commenting, you're connecting, you are engaging with at least minimum 10. So put that in the comments, engage with minimum 10 people per day. And it shouldn't be the same 10 every day, okay? Try to find new people every day that you're engaging with on the feed, because that is going to get them to be much more likely to see your posts and engage on your posts. And the more engagement that you have on your posts, the more that Facebook is going to show your post to even more people, which can give you more visibility, more exposure, more leads. Okay. So that's the second thing. And the third thing, and you know this one, it's Messenger. When people ask, how in the world did you sponsor 55 people in your first month? It's because I messaged about 1,000 people. So how many people have you messaged? That's a question. How many people have you messaged this month? How many people have you messaged in the last 24 hours? Part of your DMO has to be messaging people. If you miss this step, you're missing the boat. You're not going to grow. You're not going to get to the next level. You've got to be willing to message. So how many people should I be messaging? If we're specifically talking about messaging prospects, reaching out with the purpose of prospecting about either getting a customer or talking about the business, minimum 10 a day. Minimum. I don't care how busy you are, you can message 10 people a day. Okay. When I was working 2 jobs and I was struggling in my business, I would still message 10, 20, 30 people a day. Okay. Now it's hundreds of people a day. Now, part of those hundreds includes team members, right? Includes all the things, but specifically, and that brings up another good point, is don't count your 10 messages messaging your team. That's separate, okay? You need to be messaging new people, following up with old prospects. When people go to your post and they like your post, send them a message. Hey, I saw you liked my post today. Thanks, I appreciate it. How's it going? How are you doing today? So reach out and connect with at least 10 people a day. Now, if you want to go big and you want big results, then don't do the minimum. Go for 20, 30, 40, 50 a day, right? So this is part of your DMO. It's daily. You're posting your stories daily. You're posting something on Facebook daily that is going to create value, that is going to get someone excited, create curiosity, share the success of others, share your testimony, your success. You are engaging on other people's posts. Number 2, at least 5-10 minutes a day, just like fire, go through it every single day. And number 3, you're in Messenger. You are messaging people every day. And I always ask this question. I'm going to ask again. I want to see in the comments, real question. How many of you have messaged all of your Facebook friends? Because I get the question often, well, where do I find new prospects? Right? I need more prospects. Where do I find new people? By the way, there's millions of people on Facebook. So I go back to the original thing of it's not, if your life depended on it, you'd figure it out. I know that sounds a little weird, but like we even do that to our kids sometimes, right? We've got teenagers now, and it's like, you know, the littlest thing is impossible, right? And it's like, okay, if your life depended on it, would you be able to figure this out? Of course they would. So same thing in your business. So the question is, have you messaged all your friends? And that means going through your Facebook friends list and literally messaging from A to Z every single person, messaging them something, getting on the radar, reaching out. Don't ever message people a link right away. Never. Always use their name and just connect, reach out, get the conversation started. Now, if you've already messaged all your Facebook friends, great. Okay. And I still haven't. I've got 5,000 Facebook friends. I'm still going through it. Most of you, if you're honest, and I think everyone has commented, pretty much everyone hasn't actually gone through and messaged every Facebook friend. So that's where you start. That is where you start, because your Facebook friends list, even though maybe you don't know them personally, you're still connected somehow. And so the chance of them opening your message, reading your message, replying to your message is going to be much greater than just randomly messaging cold people, right? So that is a major call to action, part of your DMO, messaging all your Facebook friends. Now, depending on when you're watching this, okay, I want all of you to know that one of the key ingredients to our success is this keyword. It's urgency. Every conversation I have with a prospect has urgency. And that means we got to get you started. It means we are running. It means we're creating success stories. It means we have momentum. When I'm connecting with a prospect, they are going to feel like, oh crap, I don't want to miss out. Oh man, they're moving. And again, this goes back to even before we made $1. So if you're new and you haven't had success yet, this still applies to you. You have to have the excitement and the ability to transfer that excitement to your prospect and say, listen, and I want to speak to everyone, whether you're brand new. If you're brand new, perfect. You're launching your business, have the urgency. But if you've been a part of Tranat for 6 months or a year and you're not where you want to be, great. Start applying everything that we've just shared with you. And you can right now, today, relaunch your business. And for those of you on live, okay, guess what? December is right here. And so you can start planting seeds with people now saying, I'm doing a huge launch on December 1st. We're going to create huge success stories. We're going to help a lot of people rank up, earn big bonuses. Our company can help you get a $1,000 bonus, right? Jade bonus. So I'm just reaching out. Would you like to learn how to do that? Is that something you'd be interested in? Let me know if you're open to being a part of that, right? Just simple messages. And no matter where you are in your business today, you can relaunch, but you've got to apply all the things I've shared with you in this video and have the urgency. And you've got to know where you're going no matter what. You know that you're going to hit that rank. You know you're going to make it happen. And when you have that confidence in your voice message in Messenger, or in your text that you're sending out to people, people will feel it. People have to feel it. If you're prospecting someone and they don't feel your excitement, why are they going to join with you? I told you, real talk. Okay. You've got to make sure they can feel your energy, your excitement, your passion, your conviction, and where you're going with this business. And when you transfer that in your audio or in your text message through Messenger and they read it, they're like, dang, this person is fired up. What's going on? This sounds exciting. Yes, I could use an extra $1,000 in the next 30 days. Is that something you'd be interested in? Yes or no? The message could literally be that simple. Hey, John, I'm reaching out because we're about to launch a huge promotion, a big challenge in the new month. And we're going to be helping a lot of people make $1,000 in the month. We've already helped a bunch of people already. Let me know if you're open to learning more about that. Anyone write that down? Okay. There's a script. Keep it simple. Be excited and just pique interest all day long. So I have one little thing I wanted to share with you guys. Okay. And then I'll open it up. Mindy, if there's anything you want me to cover, any questions or anything like that. And this is tough, but it's real. Okay. People are going to quit on you. And that's why you have to get up every day and make sure you don't quit on yourself. In this business, people are going to quit on you. It's part of the game. And that's why it's so important that you show up every day and you don't quit on yourself. And you can find your own little mindset hack if you want with this. For me, when that happens, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Because I use that as motivation to make sure that they know it was a mistake. When they see in 30, 60, 90 days, 6 months, a year, how much success our whole team is having. That's what I got for you. Thank you so much, Mindy. I appreciate it. Super grateful.
Aaron, thank you so much. That was fire. I know everybody absolutely loved it. If you thought that was fire and you are so excited to take your business to the next level, give Aaron some love, put some fire in the chat, put some fire in our comments here, you guys, because that was absolutely gold nuggets. And here's what I can tell you, okay? So he gave you the goods. I mean, he gave you everything that you need to take this to another level. We have the scripts. If you want some of the details, if you go to the featured section, then we did another training a while back, and we have all those scripts in there and the tools for you on what is he saying, what are we doing in Messenger. Go to that and watch that. But here's what I can tell you. It's all about what you do every single day to get those results. Did you notice that he said recommit every single day? So what do you have to do to recommit every single day? if sometimes you wake up and you're like, oh man, I don't know if I can be Erin Parker. Like, I don't know if I can do that. Like, I don't know if I have what it takes. Well, I really want you to think about this. Do you believe that you can go Jade? Do you believe that you can go Jade? If you've done it once, you can do it again. And if you haven't done it yet, do you believe that you can find 3 people who would love to improve their finances, improve their health, and build a team of 1,500? If you believe that, then guess what? You help, once you go Jade, you help 6 people. Do you believe you can help 6 people go Jade to get to Ruby? And then if you believe that you can help 6 people go Jade after you've gone Jade, okay, to be a Ruby, then do you believe you can help 10 people go Ruby? And there's your diamond. See, that is all that Erin has done. That is all these top producers have done. They just say, you know what? Today I'm going to do this. I'm going to give it everything I can. I am going to do those 3 things that make me money in this business, which is what? First, engage. Second, post. Third, get into Messenger and message your face off. You do that, and guess what? You can create whatever you want. Erin, thank you again. You are a rock star. We are so blessed to have your leadership here at Tranat, and we are so excited for you. No doubt, he has broken records, and he will continue to break records in Tranat. No doubt he's going to hit the top of the company because he's committed, right? You can hear his passion. You can hear his excitement. Who's going to say no to Erin Parker, right? Take that attitude on. Like, if you don't know why you're here, you got to get that in front of you. Why are you here? What are you creating? Have that in front of you. Make that commitment every single day that you have what it takes. You're willing to do it. And I promise you, when you do that, I can tell you from my experience, okay, I struggled my first 4 months in the business, and then I got committed. I made a decision. It was do or die, whatever it takes, right? And that commitment happened and still happens every single day. I made a schedule for myself. This is the time that I'm building my multi-million-dollar company. Do you know when you're building it every single day? Do you have that in your school, in your story on what you're, or in your story, in your schedule, okay, in your story too, but in your schedule, do you have that appointment with yourself to build your multi-million-dollar company every single day? See, the reason why Tina Joy Carroll, Erin Parker, Kylie Riegler, Bree Richardson, Jennifer Dowd, all of these top producers, the reason why they are where they are is because they have that commitment. It's in their schedule. Like, they have those appointments to build their multi-million-dollar company. Are you treating it like a big business? So you have what it takes. Again, Erin Parker, thank you so much. You are a rock star. We're blessed to have you. And let's all go do the work to go create the life that we truly want. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us, and we'll see you all at all of our events we have going on. Talk to you soon. Bye.